What is happening, fishers? Dinya from Untraceable Fishing here tonight, once again with
Jared from Bilimoria Fishing Tackle.
And welcome to
Tackle Tuesdays.
Anyway, so we're going to give the species a bit of a break this week.
Yes.
There's some new exciting things that have come into the store, some nice specials. So we're going to run through one or two of the new items that have arrived. The South African National Fishing Tackle Association, I think it's SAFTAD. In August, so a couple of new products have been released. So we're going to run through one or two of those products. Not all of the products on the table. We have some of the rods that we will do in another feature video. But before we get started, if any of you guys have watched Untraceable Fishing, just a quick special we're going to run through you guys. Andrew and I, a lot of times when we do our long trips and our big nights away, our normal standard 12, 18-litre cooler boxes aren't sufficient for the amount of bait we're taking.
Yes.
And so we have full confidence. Andrew and I run a range of Africoolers, especially when we go into the Transkar. We can put some bait and get our baits nice and stored away, especially when we're taking a lot of bait. 5 or 10 squid, 2 or 3 boxes of police, 10 or 15 mackerel, some yellowtail.
Yes.
Where a normal standard cooler won't do it. So the coolers that Andrew and myself and Untraceable Fishing have been using is what you have in front of us, is the Africooler. They come in 3 different sizes, a 27-litre, a 55, and a big 90-litre. The two we use most, the 27 and the 55.
Yeah. So
in conjunction with Africooler and Bilimoria have a fantastic special running at the moment, guys. Where normally your 55-litre Africooler retails for 3,499, call it 3,500 Rand, and about 2,000 Rand on the 27-litre. Bilimoria are bringing you this amazing special, guys, 2,999 Rand for the 55-litre, and you get a 27-litre cooler box free.
Yeah, it's a beautiful special.
So you're saving like 2,500 Rand if you want to numbers, guys. So it's a fantastic special. Stock is limited. I know we have piles of the stock around us here. So get those orders in, guys. These things are phenomenal. There's no metal working parts to them. Beautiful sealed rubber handles. Nice rope, comfortable rope grips. Super strong coolers. They keep your bait and anything else you might be taking out frozen for days. So check out that special. Make sure you get your orders in. There are sorted colors available. I know it comes in a gray, a nice olive green color, and like a beigey brown. So get those orders in, guys, and don't be disappointed. I promise you the special. I don't think you'll ever see the special again.
No.
Once in a lifetime special. Get it in. So that's 2,999, guys. The 55 and the 27-litre.
Yeah. 2
awesome chillers. Locally made in South Africa. Proudly made in South Africa. Okay, so we've got our bait cold. But now I see that there's some new braids in the market and a new little reel that's come out of the market. So, let's have a look. I think everyone's keen. Let's have a look at this little reel for us. Yes. So Okuma brought out
the Sapphire.
The Sapphire, what they call the Sapphire, guys. A beautiful little reel. It's coming in at a steal of a price. Oh. I know in store they are available. There's a 3,000, a 4,000, and a 5,000 available in store.
Yes.
I know there are some other couple of models that in the future probably will be coming through to store. I think it might be a smaller 2,500, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But a fantastic reel. One thing I love, Jared, the big power knob.
Oh, it's a really nice thing to have, especially going up to your 5,000 size for the guys that are going to be doing your lighter spinning. Really nice to hold on to when you hook a better size fish. And even just in retrieving, I prefer a power knob over your normal egg-shaped handle.
I'm assuming the power knob on the 5,000, the 4,000, and 3,000 will have the normal conventional T handles.
Actually, they if we can check.
Yeah, let's have a look. Sorry, guys. It's the first time I'm actually looking at this reel. So this is coming to me just as newly as coming to you.
Or with the power knob.
Check out that. That is the first, I think the first range of reels I've ever seen where the smaller reels actually come with a power knob.
Yeah.
Which is, in my eyes, fantastic. I'm done with the little T handles. Yes, they do have their place in fishing if you are doing some finesse fishing with little jerk baits and things like that.
Yes.
But I think for all-round saltwater fishing and most aspects of freshwater fishing,
the power knob is a must. It's really nice to have.
So a fantastic little reel. Let's just run through some of the specs on this reel. And ask Jared to run through some of the specs on it so I can learn something as well.
So this is a 3,000 size that I'm going to be looking at. It's got 7+1 bearings. It comes in at 248 grams. So quite a nice weight.
Light. This is the 5,000 I'm picking up, and this is light.
Yes. The 3,000 has 6 kilos of drag, which for a reel of this size is more than enough. Bearing in mind, you might only be running a 15-pound braid on this.
At max.
So 6 kilos of drag is actually really, really good for a reel of this size. You're looking at 6.0 to 1 gear ratio, 88 centimeters line retrieve per turn.
Nice fast ratio, gear to retrieve ratio.
It's got Carbon Tex drag washers. It's got the flight drive system. So just to go into details about that, the shaft is hollowed out to just create smoother winding under tension.
And a bit easier, a bit more, the inertia is a bit easier on startup,
Yes.
a bit of a lighter startup.
Yes. It's got a cyclonic flow rotor. It's got the hydro block system. So that's a gasket underneath your spool. Dean will show you now quickly. It should be on there. Yeah.
There we go.
So that's just a little, basically like a little
gasket to stop water intruding into your drag washers.
So yeah, guys, as we're saying, really nice little reel to look at. Not ridiculously expensive. And I think they're going to do quite well in the market currently. Eh?
So I think for the guys doing some estuary fishing or some very, very light rock and surf lure fishing, I think a fantastic reel. All the guys that are chasing some tiger fish and some bass fishing, some freshwater fishing, a fantastic little reel to look at.
Yeah.
So Okuma have really come to the party, guys. The Sapphire is probably their best smaller reel that I've seen so far that I know of to this day. And they have a lot of good little reels. I think this is a fantastic little reel. It's no startup inertia whatsoever. Stops. You can compare it to a 5,000 or 6,000 rand small little reel, and it's doing exactly what those little reels do.
Yes.
Absolutely fantastic. Well done, Okuma. Hats off to that. I definitely need to get my hands on one of them. But then the guys from Sensational Angling didn't just leave it there. They brought out a couple new braids. I know we have two of them on the table. There's 3 new braids that I know of. 2 of them on the table. First, we're going to look at the Loomis and Franklin. A bit more of their budget-friendly braid. They brought out a new Fury. It's 8+1, so it's actually a 9-strand braid.
Yes.
The one thing that did catch my attention is how incredibly thin this braid is.
Yeah.
So I've pretty much got a 50 pound in front of me. And we're looking at normally a 50 pound. If you go into PE ratings, you're either running a PE 4 or PE 5 on that braid.
Yes.
This 50 pounds running at PE 3.5. So you're pretty much getting 50 pound braid with a diameter of a 30 pound line.
Yeah.
In retrospect terms. Super, super thin for 50 pound guys. You won't believe that is actually 50 pound braid. It's thin as a hair. I know it's available in 30 pound, 40 pound, and 50 pound in store.
Yeah.
I think there might be some more breaking strains out there, but that's currently what Bilimoria have in store. And you're looking at the fantastic price of $300, 299 rand for 300 meters. A fantastic budget braid, but it's going to do a lot more than just give you a budget braid. You're getting a decent quality braid.
Definitely.
So if you're on a bit of a budget, shoestring budget, and you are looking for a bit of a cheaper braid, definitely have a look at the stuff. Super thin. It's a 9-strand. You don't see 9 strands too often.
And not in that price point.
And not at this price point. 9 strands, you're looking at over 1,000 rand. You're looking at top-notch braid. So check out the Loomis and Franklin Fury braid. Lure casters out there, or the guys fishing in the rivers and estuaries. And I think the guys goes up to 50 pound.
Targeting flatfish in the surf.
I think a beautiful surf braid. I'd like to see it in the rocks to see how it holds up.
Yeah.
The diameter, this is my point of view, might be a bit worrying because of the thin diameter. You're normally using a thicker diameter in the rocks, but we'll check it out. We'll give it a try and see how it goes. But I think a phenomenal surf casting braid. You're going to get crazy amounts of distance on this, or for the guys chasing bigger fish in the estuaries. But then they didn't stop there. They brought out
the Boss Forge.
And I think this might be the first truly South African braid that's actually a 12 or 13 strand. Yeah. The rest have all been 9 strands, 8 strands, 4 strands.
Yes.
I think I might be mistaken to correction. Sorry, guys, if I'm mistaken correction. This is the first 12+ strand braid, proudly South African braid that is brought in by a South African company.
Yeah. So I've had a feel of this lately, and as Dean said regarding the Fury braid, even this Forge, even though it's a 13-strand braid, it is very, very thin. I'm surprised with the diameter. So this is the 50 pound, and it actually marks at a 3
PE3. So it's even thinner than what the Fury is.
So the 50 pound has got a 0.27 diameter, comes in one color currently at the moment. So it comes in the moss green or the dark green. One thing you'll feel, if you feel that, Dean,
it is the profile is sleek and round.
Yeah. So this will be a really, really good casting braid for, as Dean has said, the guys fishing lure and even targeting cob and pig nose in the surf. You feel as well, it's thin, but it's also, what I like about it, it keeps its shape.
It keeps its shape. It doesn't twirl up and make pigtails and things like that.
Yes. So just reading on the back of it, it's got 12 strands of braid.
Wrapped around a single strand.
Yes, the additional monofilament polymer coating. That's what makes it that's very supple, and it gives it that sort of strength. And yes.
If for those of you guys who have fished Boss Braid before, the Boss Slick. I'm trying to think of the other one. What it's called now?
The Whisper.
The Whisper. Boss make phenomenally good casting braids. But they got the Kevlar coatings and things like that on them, so they make very good casting braids. I think they've taken this to another level. 12 plus 1 strand. The more strands you have in a braid, the rounder the profile you get, the better it's going to come out through the guards.
Yeah, you won't really hear that braid knocking against your guards as it comes out your arse.
It's going to be smoother through the guards. You're going to get better casting distance. It makes the braid a lot more supple.
Yes.
So definitely check out the new 12 plus 1 braid. I think the lure casters are really going to hop onto this.
Yeah.
And the guys in the surf are get to those long banks. You definitely get a couple of meters on every cast. Anyway, guys, so check out these new braids from Boss. I'm super excited to try that one on one of my lure rods.
Yeah.
And the new reels. And also, don't forget the Africooler. December is around the corner. Make sure you keep those beers cold, those bait cold, and all those beautiful holiday treats you guys are going to be taking around. So get the Christmas presents bought early. 2999, 2 Africoolers. Anyway, guys, so from Dean from Untraceable Fishing and
Jared from Bilimoria Fishing Tackle. Cheers.